I'm going to go turn on the subscribers only. Y'all give me just 1 sec. Everyone come on in, grab your coffee or whatever else you're drinking. I am here. Just changing the settings as we do. Getting there. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm here. Just gotta click on a few pages. And make sure y'all can get this live chat once it goes up. I have to click that too. All right, there we go. Good morning, good morning. Hello, Manuela. Good morning to you. How was you on this fine day? Hi, Victoria. Making tea. Okay, we'll wait for you. I'm about to have my first sip of coffee. Oh, can y'all see how low, see how far down in my cup the coffee is? When I made my coffee this morning, I noticed that it was low, as in I used the highest amount cup on my Keurig, and I didn't get that amount. It should have been a 24 ounce or whatever that is, whatever the biggest cupful is. I didn't get the biggest cupful. This really should be a crotchety crochet, but I have time to set all that up. Annoying sleep study last night. Bleh. Did you go somewhere, or did you do the in-home one, Victoria? I did the in-home one and it was great. I didn't have any problems with my little monitor thing. I'm sorry you had trouble. So I put some vinegar in my pot. We're running vinegar through the Keurig. I know the Keurig makes all this special stuff you're supposed to use. It doesn't work any better or any worse than vinegar. So I just put a cupful of vinegar through there, and then once it goes through, I put it back through again, and then I let it sit. And then I go in and I let it run through, and I clean my carafe on the side with the vinegar that's in there. And then I start running regular water back through it. Well, you know, it probably helped to have a long day where you could go in and sleep, but sometimes you're overtired, and that can make it fitful, can't it, if you're overtired? Yeah. Well, I have no insurance, so when I did my sleep study, this was the one for the CPAP, then no, I've had 2 actually. I did the first one in a facility like you're talking about, and that was a few years ago. And really, they didn't tell me a whole lot, and at that time I didn't have a lot of sleep apnea, I had fitful sleep, of course, and not a lot of restful sleep. And then a couple years ago when I did the one for the CPAP, I was definitely having the sleep issues, a lot more sleep issues. And of course I was having AFib. And so we were checking to see if the AFib was a cause of of possible sleep issues. Good morning, Mary. How are you, my friend? How are you? Glad you're here. This is my morning hair. I got all my stuff. Speaking of CPAP, I got that on. Victoria just had a sleep study. That's why I'm talking about sleep. And it's morning. Talking about sleep in the morning. I'm just getting caught up with you guys. It's a busy week for me and Dad. Dad had appointments and I have appointments. So, and we have another appointment today, but we don't have to leave here until noon. So I thought I could get a catch up in for you guys. Dad is going to have some surgery, it seems. $5:38. Oh yeah, you're on California time. Hi, Joyce. Good morning. Are you walking the dogs? I'm just now live. Not still live, but just now live. At a craft market. Oh, I think so. I think some of the nicest ones are sets for your cup coaster sets. And this is my New Orleans cup, by the way. I think a nice coaster set with a cozy, possibly. Like, you know, a cozy for around the handle, and possibly I would, if I were to do a sets that I was making for a craft fair, I would do one of those for the cup and also do the ones that go on the big ones. So I would say you would want a cup cozy that goes on these also, and make it as a set. So whether you're drinking your water, or if you're a double fister like I am and I have my water and my coffee at all times. Oh goodness, walk at 6. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Danny Manini. You need a break from animals? Making a few for your show. Okay. Oh, that's nice of him, Mary. Good morning, Jeanette. How are you? You know, Jeanette, I had thought about sending you some hats, but I can't right now. I'm trying to finish an order of I made a commitment to myself to make an order of hats that I'm sending to Solomon, my grandson, his class in Louisiana, and it'll be ending in 3 weeks. I finished another one yesterday using Big Twist Static. This color is the dark blue and brown. This is 131 yards, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. another one to really miss, right? Because 131 yards is a good bit. This is all I have left. Oh, the animals are hurting your hands to make. I got you, Victoria, because I was really not quite getting that one. Oh, I understand, Denny, but so here's the hat. And it's this one I did in a double crochet, a half double crochet. It's just a simple pull it together on the top, half double crochet, 33 stitches to make 32, and in the back loop only to make the ridges. It's another yarn to really be upset that it's going to be gone, right? And this is what it'll look like folded brim. I make them so they're just a little bit on the, you know, like a teensy bit tight here for me, which means it'll fit most of the kids, you know. So that's that one done. I do have more of that yarn. I may go ahead and make 2 of them because I have one more of those. And I thought I would do the other one, the Yarnspirations pattern, where you decrease. Okay, Denny. And then I've got another one going, and I use the new dots that I bought off of Amazon. These are the dots that look and feel a lot like kind of like a clover, got about the same shaft and head, throat. Everything is very similar to the clover, same kind of metal. Exactly, Danny. A moment of silence is what we need, isn't it? And this one is a J 6.0. It's my first time using these, and I really do like them. Here in a minute, I'm gonna have to go take my Lasix. Look at my hands. I'm so swollen this morning. I've done a lot of eating out the last few days. So it is what it is. And here's the next hat. And this one is the single crochet version, but it's pretty dense. That's true. Made it through losing AC Moore. Me and this yarn are getting along because we're both dense. Okay. I'm holding these 3 together. You probably would not have thought that, huh? I don't know if anybody is going to recognize this one. It is the, well, crap. Nordica, Premier Nordica. These weren't cheap at Hobby Lobby. They're a DK weight, and I'm holding 3 together. The Nordica yarn. $8.99 each. I'm pretty sure I got 1 or 2 of these on. Is that my Chels? Good morning, sweetie. I just woke up early. I hope you have a good day too, honey. I love you. You give my boys a big old hug too. Tell them Momo loves them. Chelsea's got a new they opened a new branch. She's got an all new space to work in, so she's having an adventure this week for sure. And it's always an adventure to drive. That is for sure too. People are people, and they people. Oh, that's right. They're off this week because of the break. Well, you be careful, honey. Love you. $215 hats in 3 weeks. Goodness. So if y'all don't know, Jeanette Egan is making hats for the vets and collecting hats for the vets. Yes, they do people hard, especially on the road. So, yeah, I'm holding 3 strands together because I'm using this big 6.0 hook and I'm making them chunky hats. And I tried it with 2, but I didn't like the feel of it with just 2, so I'm holding all 3 together. I'll go through these hats again and show y'all what I got for what I'm sending down. I'm going to send them to Chelsea. Because I know there's probably some of you who haven't seen them all. Okay, let's start. I started on these in November. Hi, Angela. There you go, Jeanette. Exactly. But that's amazing. I don't know if you had did you have a number that you were working towards, Jeanette? Or you're just going to take all that anyone will send? And I will be sending once I finish this project. I will be sending them to you because it's an amazing thing that you're sending them to the vets, and I appreciate that so much. She's working towards 4,000, y'all. Okay. And if anybody would like to email me, I can get you the information, or you can email Matt at Matt the Rockin' Crocheter, and it's therockincrocheter@gmail.com, I believe. I believe is his email. My email may come up in here if you put the exclamation email. You should be able to get my email. If you want to email me, then I can try to get you in touch with her too, if you want to send hats to Jeanette. So I started back in November when I was at Chelsea's, and I bought all of that Posh yarn, and I have some more of the pink. I'm going to do another one of those too. And I did all of them in the single crochet back loop only. That same formula I just talked about. So this is the Posh yarn, and what I've been doing is making a solid one, and then using what I have left. So that one, I had 2 of this color. Good morning, Maribel. Yes. Yes, by hand. Yeah. So I had this one, and I did the next one here, and I added in the green in some stripes to this one. So there's 2. And then I had this color. That's 3. And I had this color. That's 4. And I added that purple to this one, and that's 5. So this one is folding. They're all a little bit different. It's just whatever. It's 1, 2, 3. This one came out as beanie style. 4. And then I added a little bit of white on this one. And this one's a little longer beanie. Oh, I've already lost track of the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So that's 6. That's all of the Posh Yarn ones so far, as 6 of them. There's the one that I just made, that's 7. I used the Scarfy Light. I had a scrap of the Scarfy Light, and I did one of the Bag O' Day ones into a beanie. So that's 8. And then I had some of this Bernat blanket, and I did another beanie loosely based on the Bag O' Day. So that's 9. This is another one of the single crochets in the blanket yarn. Is that 9? I can't keep track. What's wrong with me that I can't remember that? Too much stress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. Okay. That's not right. I'm gonna have to recount them. I'm ready to cut it now, Mary. It's driving me crazy already. I can't make up my mind. I don't know. What do y'all think? Mary's asking me about my hair because I did the asymmetrical this last time, where it's shorter and I left it longer right here. And what I did this last time, you know, I left it longer all the way to back here, and I didn't like it on top of my ear because I've had it off my ear for so long that I cut it up to here and just left this part. And so what I'm thinking I'll do this time is like I did just the other day. I went in and I used the razor along the front and took some of the weight out of it. And I think that's what I'll do, is keep it with this little bit of asymmetrical. It's just kind of fun and feminine. And it makes the most of my little calic too, I think. Okay, and then, you know, I did, these two are knit, and these 2 are crochet, and this is that another moment of silence for the Big Twist Reverb. This is the Big Twist Reverb yarn. These are more, these are, I don't think, Bag O Day probably has patterns that look like this, but I just went with whatever was in my brain for these. There's no real pattern to that, but I did these beanie style. And this is nice yarn too. There is no wool in anything that I used. And then with what I had left over, I used the Reverb and the Rave yarn. This one right here is the Rave yarn. So that's the Reverb. I love how those lines came out on these. So this one is knit. So I did this one where I started with this color and finished with the Reverb. And then this one I started with what I had in the Reverb and finished with the Rave. So there's those two. So I got a lot out of that Reverb one. And I still have 3/4 left of that Rave. Those are both number 4s. And then I have 3 and one that I started, but I have 3 of the Sesame Street hats, the One Hat Wonders that I finished. I finished an Elmo, and these are not on the machine either. These are hand knit. And a Grover, is this Grover? The Cookie Monster? It's Cookie Monster. This one I made a little bigger. And then an Abby. Maybe I'll get a good picture out of that one. All right, so let's count this crap again because I've already lost track. Ugh. All right, 1. I'm gonna fold these because they sat in here better. And it's in my Joanne sack too, y'all. So it's Joanne sack that Chelsea got me. My knit happens. Okay, 1, 2. I need to snip that. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Why do I feel like there was more? I thought there was more than that. Oh well, 17. And I need at least 20 before I send it. Okay. I hope so. And I want to do, thank you, Joyce. I hope they do. And I'm really wanting to do some extras because I have a few of those in there I think will fit some of the teachers, you know. But I've got 3 weeks, which means I've got to get some more done and get them to Chelsea so that she has at least a few days where she can get them to the teachers. So this one will be number 18. And then I have more of the Posh yarn. I need to bring that over here and see how much Posh yarn I have left. Y'all want to see? Oh. I am so sore in the mornings. I want to see what colors I have left in there. It's been a while since I looked in there. Oh, and I started the adult version of the capelet also. The kids version that I finished, and I'm calling that the kids version or small adult. Yeah, I've got about 3 or more to go. Now, that static hat, I'll do another one of those for sure. I'll do another one of those because I know that this one will make a full hat, and I have that little bit left over in case it works out kind of weird and I have to put it together with this little bit, which will be good. So I'll do another one in that. And then at least I have another of the pink in the Posh, and those go pretty quick in that Posh yarn. So yeah, it won't be too long. Now this yarn is that James C. Brett Marble Chunky. Yay, let's go walking with Joyce. This is a collaboration that I am doing with Cheryl at Vixen Purple Crochet and More. She is probably getting ready for work. And this is the finished one, but this one is a small. It's based on the Floozie sweater, but it's all one panel, and it goes around you. Goes around you here. See, it's not quite long enough. It needs to go down a little bit longer. That's why I say this is not really an adult one, because I want it to come down to here. And so this will definitely do that for a kid or a small adult, where they can kind of flip that top up if they want to. A capelet. And then we'll have a button here, okay? But see how it's really a stretch for me and it's not falling correctly. So that's the smaller version. And that one is 101 stitches, okay? This one's 101 stitches. I will be writing the pattern up for it, okay? And so is Cheryl, because Cheryl's doing a crochet version for y'all. So some of you may prefer the knit and some of you may prefer the crochet. I had planned to have Cheryl on last week, didn't happen. I planned to have her on this week, didn't happen. She understands, she gets it. We'll get there. Yes, with the built-in collar, you can just flip it down. This is what I have left of the one color. So it will go at the top. And this is what I have left of the other color. So I've got plenty. Plenty for making the capelet. Yeah, we need to talk about Lori. We are about done with Lori. Lori rested. So she says, unless she changes her mind and she has time to think of some hallelujah thing she's going to do. So I have no problem talking about this. Oh my gosh, a hot mess is a really, that's Lori. Lori is a hot mess. And that, you know, for me this week, there's two things, two people. No, that's not right either. And when I say Charles, justice for Charles Vallow, for those of you who don't know, we're talking about the Lori Vallow case. Yes, I know. I know, Denny. I didn't want to listen to her either. I didn't want to give her a voice either. But, and I started out saying, okay, I'm just going to let this one go and I'll just check in, right? But I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't help myself. It's a hot mess. I couldn't help not watching. Anyway, justice for Charles and his family, for Kay. Kay is the hero. Kay. Hi, Chuck. Hi, Bree. She is definitely the hero. And then Colby. And I saw that Colby put something up again this morning, and I have not seen that. He said yesterday was really hard for him. So I don't know what all he said, but yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Let me go grab that tote that has that posh yarn because I want to see what all is left in there. Y'all give me a second. I'll be right back. Don't go away. You get to look at my subscriber blanket. And if you go to my Ko-fi account, you can put in there exclamation KOFI, and my Ko-fi account will come up and you can get the pattern for the willow arches and all of my patterns. Okay, sorry if I moved you. Oh, here. Oh my gosh, I have quite a bit actually. I do. Oh my. I think I used all the exciting colors. How are you, Bree? What are you up to? You're getting your coffee and getting ready to go to work? Well, I say that, but I mean, it's all good stuff, but anyway. So I had two of this color. This is what everybody uses for Amis, but I'm using it for hats. Well, I cannot even tell you what that color says. Uba milk tea. UBE milk tea. That's what that, it's lavender. It's a light lavender. Okay, and I have two whites left. I have two gray, which actually, obey. Thank you. Two of the gray. I probably should do a gray one, shouldn't I? If somebody is going to want the gray. I don't know. I mean, these are kids. I really want to do the bright colors and save these for other things, you know? Okay. I did get a black one also. Only one. I have two of this one, the blueberry jam. I should at least do one of these. Yeah. I could do, yeah, I could do some stripes of it, stripes of something in it for sure. So I have this color. I have another one of this one, which is the real bright neon one, but I've already done two of those. And then I have two of the mint chip, and I have three of the lemon meringue. So I have quite a bit of the Posh yarn left. That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 16 of those left. So that's good. You like the ice cream yarn. Is the ice cream yarn, it's a 4 or is it a 3? There's more than one version. I like the deviation. I don't know if they still make that one because it was bulky. It was a bulky. I still, and in here, for some reason, I have Donna yarn. Yeah, I've got my Donna yarn in here. Is it DK? No, this one's a worsted. I've got my Donna yarn, which is worsted. Two of these. Good morning, Laura. This was called Mystic Moon. And then someone sent me this one as a gift. Do y'all remember who sent me the gift? This one is Stormy Crossing. So they're in here together because they're all worsted. So that's 4. Good morning, Thrifty. How are you this morning? And then I have my yarn from, this is the one I want to do a shawl in. Oh, y'all are going to see that sparkle. Can y'all see that it's sparkle? I don't know if you can. Yes, actually it's a silver. It's a like a neon green with a silver sparkle. This one is called Luna Rayon Metallic. There's 550. This is a whole shawl or shawlette. This is the blue heron yarns. So that is in there. This one is Circus Tonic. I got these at New Orleans. Azure. This is Dream Yarn, Smooshy Cashmere. And the colorway is the custom color for quarter stitch yarn in New Orleans, and it's called Do What You Wanna. And then these two are Circus yarn. She's local. I think she's Mandeville. Feeling Grinchy and Dolce Vita. So that's in there too. And I got some more stuff to put in there. Okay, so I am spending 3 days a week right now at the chiropractor. Hi, Bridget. Good morning to you. It is an awesome shop. Did you get to, who all, I'm sure she was there. The lady that runs it no longer owns it. Someone else owns the store there at the Quarter Stitch. But the lady that runs it, if she was there working, she's fun. I need to start on my stitching that I got from there. I'm just going to be here a few more minutes. This is going to be a little shorter today, y'all. On Sunday, I'm going to try to do the Sunday thing again because I think everybody really liked that. There were 2 ladies there. Yes, the one lady who has the it's almost shoulder length brown hair. She's real sweet. She's a real nice lady. She is about as laid back as you can get. But she knows her stuff. And she definitely knows New Orleans. She lives in the French Quarter. I think I have pictures of me and her in the Facebook group. Not positive, but I think. So this morning we were going back to, we had urology yesterday with Dad at the VA. And they're sending us out. Dad is going to have some surgery. And that's all I'm going to say because it's his own thing. I'm going to keep that private. So they're hoping to do surgery on him next week, which means I'm going to be even busier. And Dad's caregiver, Dolores, is having to step down. She's given us her 2-week notice. So she's working this week and next week, and then she is done. And they have not even called him yet. He knows that she's not going to be coming back. But they have not even called him from his home health service yet to tell him. Oh, yeah, see, that's the thing about the parking down there. So there's a VA hospital in Big Spring, but we do not travel to Big Spring. We have a VA clinic in Abilene. That's where we go, Chuck. Thank you for asking. Can you imagine? Dolores has been out the last few weeks quite a bit with her mom because her mom was ill and in the hospital. And so the lady that is in charge of the lady that is in charge came a couple times and replaced her so that he was not without someone. And I'm thinking that she said they're looking for a replacement, but Dolores has health issues and she has finally gotten, what do you call it? Disability. Finally. Took her a while, but it's hard to get. And she finally got her disability, and she's been telling them that she's going to have to stop. So they've known for months that she may not be able to stay, almost since she started. And she's been with him for over a year. Anyway, that gal came in and worked a couple days, and she says that she said this whole time she's looking for a replacement. So I told Dad, if we have to, we can go to a different service, a different home health care service, that we do have one here in town that's connected with our hospital here. So we'll see. Thank you, Denny. Thank you. All prayers are welcome, and I thank you very much for them, you guys. If any of you would like to drop your link, the word is teal, T-E-A-L. You don't need an exclamation or anything for that. I just ask that you just do it once. That your link comes up once, that you don't do it over and over again. Because I don't like the chat to have like blah blah constant stuff like that. I like people to be able to read the chat. It's a lot more enjoyable. So, but yes, you can put your link in there. Absolutely. I forgot on Friday to tell everybody, and I noticed nobody even did it. Nobody remembered the word, I guess, or they just were waiting for me and I forgot. But it wasn't on purpose. I just forgot. That's my way of helping y'all out as much as I possibly can, is just to put your link in there. What else? But yeah, I'm going for I call it the torture machine. I'm doing traction. It is helping. The chiropractor said that I am responding really well to the traction, and I'm getting an adjustment every time I go. It's expensive, but oh, you listened to a little bit of the Tom story? Okay. It's sad but interesting all at the same time, like a lot of the crime stories are, right? I think once you finish that story, yes. Girl, my back is it's a mess. I have bulging discs all the way up and down my spine. Right now, we're concentrating on the lower lumbar for traction, and then we're going to move to the upper. But I'm responding really well. Exactly, Chuck. And that is my goal, is to just keep moving. Yes. Yes, I'm sorry, Bree. I do too. I don't know if I would consider mine severe, but I do have scoliosis. I have bulging discs. I have degenerative disc disease. I also have modic plate disease. So I have the degeneration in not just the spine going through, but also the plates that go around. I have them up and down on both of those, in addition to where everything is closing down on me. So all up and down. Really, I have a pretty bad case of bad back. And it's amazing, after I found out all of that, I feel like I'm a lot better with pain than I thought I was. Plus, I went off a tramadol this week, like I told y'all on Friday. So I should be getting really close to not having to worry too much more about any side effects from that. I am feeling better from that. I don't feel what I was feeling earlier in the week. So, yeah, the scoliosis is not fun. It's not. Back problems are not fun at all. If you don't use it, you lose it. Absolutely, Chuck. 100% I agree. 100% you have to keep moving. I have my watch is set so that once an hour it tells me to get up and move, and I go do that. If you have any way to make yourself set timers on your phone, whatever it is, you're sitting, you're working, you're doing, we're coming up on an hour now, and I need to get up and move again. I'm trying to walk 2 to 3 times a week. The doctor, yesterday, he said, do you get down on the floor and you wrestle with your dog? And I said, oh yeah, him and I have, we have rolling around on the floor sessions where I hug him and I play with him and we move around and yeah, he says, keep doing that, because he said that actually helps a lot with movement. And if you can walk in the house even, that's another one that works. You can walk in the house, you can walk in place, you can just walk around your craft room, walk around your kitchen, put some music on, and doing dishes. Um, you're standing in one spot, okay? Doing laundry and putting laundry away, that's movement. That's moving around. If you can get up and say, I'm going to go and straighten up a bookcase. So you go and you straighten up the bookcase and then you go back and sit down. At least you got some movement in. And that's what I have been doing for quite a long time, has been the spurts of stuff. And that's what has kept me going. And now I'm trying to do even more. So now that Dad is here and all these things have changed over the years with me doing more for Dad, that I am definitely getting a lot more movement in than I was. But I'm trying to do more walking, which is a constant movement for a while, and it's called weight bearing. You're bearing your own weight as you walk, and weight bearing is important for the bones. Hey, Divergent. Yeah, you can do stuff like that, absolutely. Sit, get up and move. Sit, get up and move. Yep. Well, if you're still working, those of you who are still working, my hat is off to you for sure. Hello, Izzy. You changed your name and put up a picture. I'm guessing you are who used to be Doggy Life. If that's you, Izzy. Glad you're here. So I don't know. There is some possibility that Dad will have to have some treatment after his surgery, which means we will be going back and forth to Abilene. So I don't know how things are going to go going forward, y'all. I'm going to do as much as I can. And I got to thinking that if I wind up spending more time at Dad's, that I may just take you with me to Dad's. You have a retirement date. Oh my gosh, Joyce, I'm so happy for you. Oh, the challenge to keep moving is going to be real, that's for sure. But I'm so happy for you. Is it you and hubby both, or just you? Oh, that's amazing. Divergent. Fist bump girl. She is a welder. You go. That's awesome. Hats off to you for sure. And everyone that I have said this ever since I was looking. Just so y'all know, October 22nd is my podiversary. I don't want to wait until my podiversary to do something. I want to do some sort of celebration. So I'm going to try to get a video together to do a giveaway for like 4,000 subscriber. I would like to get to 4,000 subscribers by the time that I reach my podiversary in October. So that will be my next giveaway. I may have some little giveaways like Friday night with the book club stuff, you know, little things, but not a whole lot of anything until then. The things that did the giveaways this last week, I have like 10 giveaways to put together and get out. I will be getting those out as soon as I can. Just a lot happened this week. And what else? And I also want to start talking about dyslexia because I have not really done what I wanted to do. I had stuff planned for last year and I wound up going to Chelsea's in November, and things were going on around that. It's just the things with Dad. I just keep putting it off. So I really want to start talking about dyslexia. I have dyslexia. I have classic dyslexia where I rotate the numbers and the letters. I also have recall issues with mine, where I can't remember shit gets even worse, okay? And it's not just the I can't remember, I can't recall. I know it, I just can't access it. It's a recall issue. I know those go along with dementia and Alzheimer's, which my grandmother passed away with Alzheimer's. So I know that goes along with that, but my particular thing is about the dyslexia and about life with the dyslexia. And I know there's a lot of people, there's a lot more, an expanded list of things that go around the dyslexia that they found since I was younger. So I'd like to talk more about my story. And the reason I brought up about October, instructions are, I can't follow instructions for nothing because I read it and then it's like, oh, what did that say? I do what? Wait, what? Very difficult. So I want to start talking about that. October is Dyslexia Awareness Month. Now, here's another thing. All right, well, we're going to start talking about it, Divergent. And here's another thing. I want to do a mosaic project in red and white. I've talked about this not long ago. Yes. Yes, Denny. Yes, on following tutorials. Yes, on that's why I like doing things with my hands. Once I see it and I try it with my hands, then I can remember. Oh, that's awesome, Chuck. So the mosaic project, I will be telling you the pattern. Joyce here has graciously said that she would send a pattern to someone. So I'm going to give the pattern away. I'm going to show the pattern, and then Joyce is giving one of the patterns away. So I will get a video together for all of this and discuss it. Yeah. It's on Ravelry. It's not a hard pattern to find. It's not an expensive pattern. And it's in, which book was it in, if anybody can remember? I want to say it was one of those books that I showed the other day, and I have it sitting over there. There is a book. It's a great book if you want to buy the book too. So we will be talking about that. Oh, really? Me either, Bree. I only did one little, like a little book, couple little bookmarks for the boys. That's all I've done. Yep. My Uncle Billy couldn't read. Yeah, just like the song. Billy can't read. Yeah, yeah. And with his type of dyslexia, the words fell off the page. He would be reading along, he could get a couple of words in, but as he looked at the words, he couldn't read what was on the page because as he got farther along, the words fell off the end of the page where they just disappeared. If they had utilized for him when he could, and he would have been my, a couple, probably my dad's age now. He would have been like 80 now. So if you think back to 70 years ago, they didn't have the red or the blue that they would put over the pages. There's so many things. There's a really great website with a lot of great stuff there to look at, and we're going to go over that too. I'll be having some lives about it. Yeah, I can concentrate on that now because I did all those giveaways and concluded everything. Joyce, we're going to trade is what we're going to do because I want to send you whatever patterns that you did not get. So I will email you. We were talking about doing the Alicia ones. And I know that you have one or two of them. I know you have a couple of them, and I have her other ones. And I want to send you one of her patterns that you don't have. So let me know. I'll email you about that. Hopefully I won't forget. Okay, you guys. I'm going to let you go. I got to get up and move. My back is killing me, and I got to go take my medicines and get ready for the day. I got to take a shower and do some things around here before Dad and I head back to Abilene, and then I have to go to Abilene again on Friday for the chiropractor. So I love y'all. Yes, that same thing happens with me, Bridget. I got myself in so much trouble in school with that. Absolutely. Yes, we will talk about all of this stuff, you guys. I knew you would understand. This has always been my thing, the dyslexia, being left-handed, all of those things, the creative side as opposed to the academic side, all of those things. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Have fun today. I'm so glad we got to talk this morning. You guys it helped me a lot, and I thank you for that. Y'all take care, okay? I love y'all. Bye.